Right. What will be in the track layout tutorial? What I would suggest is go onto the Steam group, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe, and tell someone create a thread and tell me what you want in the track layout tutorial. That's probably the easiest way of putting it. So we have the brakes on and we need to do a passenger stop. Voyager, says Coplopamel. No. Right, so I need to update the thing on the top, don't I? And the green. I think I've got a 390, haven't I? I do have a 390. Kaboom! Someone kindly sent me a 390. Oh, it's time to go to Oxenholm. Let's get the promo done. We are on WCML over Shap class 390. Right. How many screenshots do I take per session? It's usually 30 or 40. They all go up on Facebook and on Flickr, so if you ever want to see what screenshots I'm taking, those are the places to look. On Facebook they kind of get shrunk down, so I put full versions up on Facebook. What livery is it meant to be? Well, obviously it's Virgin Voyager, but the licensing being a problem, this is an LMS. Pendolino. Any progress on the 24-hour stream? Nothing so far, but I'm getting there. I had a meeting today, so I'm told I will hear at some point. It is a much bigger thing than just what I'm asking, though. So I've just basically caused them a load of problems. TS Guy, thanks for joining this evening. You'll be able to catch up on YouTube as long as nothing terrible goes wrong with this scenario. I'll post it up. Is the map working? No, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, I know why. I've got it set on not following. Ka-ding! That's better. Alright, we're in a 75 now. Cheers, Ruben Davey. Thanks for joining. Never heard of LMS. They're London, Midland and Scottish. So Oxenholm in 48 miles is our next station. There's your passenger view. Yeah, I think you didn't you send me the 390 cab for installing? Not Henry cap. Where's my cap today? It's right here. But it's too hot in the garage, so... Right. Frisco, how long is the scenario? I don't know. 48 miles. It reckons we're going to be in Oxenholm in about 40 minutes. And what we got after that? So 4:57. What? That's 2 hours from now. I don't think it's going to take us 2 hours to drive to Preston, or it better not. Ruben Davey, in other news, I've decided not to fall asleep and carry on watching your stream. Excellent, good to have you with us. Bet there's no windows in the garage. I have a window, but you can't open it, which is a project for when I get some more money. Money suitable for throwing at projects like that. Oh yes, we're going to be able to speed up in a minute. There's the 125. Well, it's not 2 hours, so the time that that's... Well, it is about 2 hours from now, isn't it? Yeah, I hope it isn't a 2 hour scenario. Nice growler going the other way. BNSF, send me these cab screenshots in the same way that you normally would send me the other screenshots, just to uktrainsim@googlemail.com. You think they'd say that, Mole Man, but according to this, my ETA is 8 minutes behind what they're estimating it'll be. That's what we want. I don't know, Fringe darling. Do you think you should be ashamed of yourself? BNSF, did you send an email? Yes, I did. I'm sure I saw something from you before I started the stream. Thanks very much, Koto. Good to have you with us on the stream. Wow, we're going kind of fast. Finding a good place for a screenshot. Failing miserably. Alright, border flying down the track. Let's take a screenshot. 110 coming up. What's that? 87? 87 on containers. Him, you can ask it. I'm not going to promise to answer it. Slowed down to the 110. That's it, we're in the 125 now. Hey there, T-King. Good to have you with us this evening. Better slow down for this 120, actually. Would you rather drive the 390 or the 395? Thanks bright and early for the Polo, much appreciated. 395 actually, if I'm honest, but mostly because that's my local train. Judah Debro, thanks for the positive words, much appreciated. Cheers, Jack Sims. Moggy's got to drive the 87 more. I agree, the 87's awesome. Hey, welcome, Sod UK. We're done for the 95. What's my favourite 390 livery? Well, the only livery it's ever held, probably. Oh, I like the. Did you see the GNER and GNWR proposed liveries? I thought they were rather special. $32 miles for Oxenholm. Yeah, you're right. Moggy says the 87 is really rewarding to drive once you've mastered the controls. Absolutely. Like any of the complex locos, really. They're worth the effort to learn to drive them. Will you be able to get to play that GS4 scenario? Well, if this turns out to be a 2-hour scenario, then possibly not. Where are we? 11:23. Yeah, well, hopefully we will. But yeah, if this is still going at 2 AM, then no. David, before he enters the chat, is in shock. He's not wearing his cap with track IR kit. The Cap hasn't had the Track IR kit for ages. I'm using Track IR 5 now. Actually, let's hit pause brake, because that should be a good shot, actually. Coming around the corner, tilting away. Oh, yeah. Trying to get a bit of the back of the train in as well. I don't know what just disconnected there, but hopefully it was nothing serious. Rail driver still seems to be behaving. I don't like turning off the follower notifications because it's oh, that's nice. Just knocked the table. Camera fail. Now the camera's hanging out of there. Put that on there. What's it doing? Oh dear, oh dear. What's going on the train? Shall we just pay attention to the train for a minute? Alright, we're doing alright. Right, now let's fix the camera. That's not going to do it. Oh, come on, camera. Behave yourself. Now we're speeding. At least we're getting some time back. .85 limit now. Still need to fix this camera. Why are you being such a pain, camera? Let me turn that to there so that at least it's not flapping around. I wouldn't think it'd be so hard to put the camera back in the same position it was in before, but apparently it is. That'll have to do for now, folks. Right, accelerating up to 85. G-Force, yes, this is a workshop scenario. It is called Carlisle-Preston brackets 390, for fairly obvious reasons. And it is by Addicted Tiger, if I remember rightly. Yes, Addicted Tiger. Ian Drew, how do I get the map working? The map is it's an application that I've written that pulls the information out. It's not publicly available yet, but I'm working to see what I can do to get it out there. $110. Hey Cincinnati Johnny, welcome. Not Henry Cat. Why is it always the rear of the train? Because that's just the address the game gives. So there's nothing I can do to change that. Oops, we're in 105. I didn't see that. Oh, we've gone back up to 110. $20 miles for Oxenholme. Slowing down for the 80. Dave, you're in trouble now. Moggy Mac could cure the map issue by driving backwards, but he won't listen. Yeah, I'm stubborn like that. Need to get people writing the scenarios on Workshop backwards, though. If they did that, then I'd be driving backwards. That'd be fine. Oops, no, other way. I keep forgetting I've got the throttle handle set in reverse on this loco. Because it actually is in reverse, you'll notice that putting it forward puts it in brake, pulling it back puts it in throttle. Of course the norm is the other way around. Oh, we're in a 125, let's go! Having the length of the train won't help, not Henry Cat, because the train goes round corners. $16 miles to go for Oxenholme. There's not been an abundance of AI traffic so far, I don't think. Well, there's been a few to start off with, but not so much now. Frowny, why is the 399 in Virgin livery? Licensing. Right, back up to 125. Well, our ETA is coming down to the 1522, slowly but surely. "2503 Victor, any sites you like as long as they're a 16:9 ratio. So, for example, 1920 1080, 1280 by 720, 1600 by 900. I've no idea about that one, Steam Trains. Do you want to just send me an email about that so that I can take a look when I'm at the office? If you want Ridecar, I'll just resize it down to 1920 1080. Victor, send me a chat message to remind me to reply with the details after the stream. I can't do it right now, but... Getting there. .95, 6.6 miles to go. Copper Up and Melt, you are always free to put your links to your Twitch and YouTube anytime you like. Good quality content, more than happy to share the wealth and get some more people over to your channels. .4 miles for Oxenholme. Down to 3 miles now. Moggy eating ice cream and lollies. Japanese love that sort of thing, apparently. Oxenholme. French Starling, this is a Pendolino, 390. This is Oxenholme. Coming in near enough on time. On time-ish. Oh, do I prefer the Pendolino or the Super Voyager? I don't know, they're both nice, but probably the Pendolino. That's better. Good night, Ninja Joker. BNSF, how far is ending of this? Well, this is what we need to find out. Apparently I've got about 11 minutes to get to Lancaster. "19 miles. And then all of a sudden it's another hour to get to Preston. An hour and 20 minutes to get to Preston. This is a big route. Sure, I hadn't appreciated it as being quite that big though. So anyone who thinks they're not getting a big route with this is delusional. Yeah, due to cows on the line, you're limited to 10 mile per hour for the next 20 miles, yeah. That'll be what it is. Did this route feel smaller with end of the line? Yeah, it did. It felt quite manageable to do the lot. I don't quite know what's different here. It's not like I'm getting anything slowing me down. Let's see how we get on. "18 miles. So if I was to do a flight sim stream, who here has got FSX Steam Edition and would be interested in doing it multiplayer? I'm not saying I'm going to do it yet, I'm just thinking about another option. Does that sound interesting? It could be 1657, couldn't it? Can't crash into other planes in flight sim though, BNSF, you just fly through them. At the moment, FSX I think it's $2.99. It's on discount. I don't buy it just for that because I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Buy it because it's cool. Prince Starling, is this why you don't like express scenarios very much? Long intro for driving? Yeah, I just find it a bit tedious. I think the way that you did the end of the line was very good. That made the long sort of express journey very good. That kind of I like, but does FSX still have the DC3 in it? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I might start looping in FSX one night a week. Maybe do an hour or two of FSX and an hour or two of train sim that night. See how we get on, see what the feedback is. BNSF said it Dovetail make Flight Sim was already made. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's made by Microsoft. Problem, oh, no, I mean if I do other games then they're almost certainly going to be just Dovetail games. Right, we're pulling the ETA back in by holding the ETA up. Our speed up. I was thinking of doing the fishing sim BAM, but until I've had a bit more practice, it's a bit embarrassing, frankly. I'm quite bad at it, in an epic sort of way. Dave says, how can you fail at swinging a rod into the water with a hook attached to line? That bit's the easy bit. Getting the rod, the line to go in the right place, having the right kind of bait, and then casting it into the right place to actually catch a fish, that seems to be a problem. I'm sure I'll get there with practice, to be honest. I've only just started sort of getting back into it with the updates they did in Phase 5. I caught loads of fish in the previous ones because it was a bit less fussy. Now they actually expect you to fish properly. Fun fact, I was doing a demo level for the new train sim, and I needed some assets, so I stole some of the fishing ones and just made them really big and turned the fishing peg into a bridge. It looked silly, but it did the job. Second man seat. Oh, 6 miles to go and we're ahead of schedule. We've got 4.5 miles to go. We're way ahead of schedule now. Hey, Lucas Life, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. I have no idea what the biggest fish in the world is, Fringe Starling. The warning for the 75. Approach control. Yellow light, so we're good at least to carry on through. We've got the feather, I guess, to take us into Lancaster Platform 4. Drop to 40. Ooh, that was a bit different. Luigi, if you buy it as a gift, it goes into your Steam inventory, and then when you're ready to gift it to someone, when you collect and you click on it in your inventory, there's a send as a gift option. So you can buy it to put in your inventory. So buy it as a gift, and then then tick the box that says put it in your inventory. Lancaster Platform 4. Doh. Bam, is there a model of me on Train Sim? No, there isn't. Which I think is a travesty of poor justice. I had one job. One job! Should know by now. Is it time to go? It's time to go. Preston, 21 miles. I reckon we'll get there in about 20 minutes. So that's much more like it. BNSF, are the drivers and trains and people on the ground people from Dovedale? Some of them are, some of them aren't. Cheers, Frowny. Thanks for joining. So we're going to be about an hour early into Preston. I can live with that. Hey Moracom, thanks for joining, good to have you with us. Moracom, that was terminal software, wasn't it? Lead Miner, would you please tell me again how to load the milk float? Well, if you've downloaded the scenario and it's not showing up, that tends to suggest you're missing something. Have you definitely got PDL? Am I still going to run the Pacific Surfliner tonight? It's only just midnight. Yeah, we do the Pacific Surfliner tonight. How many hours of sleep do I get? Well, I get up at 7 o'clock. About 9 minutes to go. Well, it's very strange then, lead mining. The only thing, I go back into the profile screen and make sure, and give it 5 minutes and make sure it isn't still downloading it somehow. Alright, Steam Trains Unlimited, thanks for joining us this evening. Good luck with your exam, Darkness. Alright, thanks Steam Trains, I'll take a look. Great route, pity it's not set in the days for beaching ruin the railways. I know when Keith made this route he did think about doing it steam era, so that it linked on to Western Lines of Scotland, but modern routes sell much better, so that kind of dictated it. BAM's shift at Tampa Yard starts at 6:30 AM. Fantastic. Actually, BAM, you can answer a question for me, I think. So if you've got cutter wagons, in the real railways this is, railroads, and you've got a switcher, when you couple up to those, if you're just moving them into another siding, I presume you don't hook up air hoses and then the wagons free float without brakes on, is that correct? What you're saying there, Fringe Darling, is that the moth nearly got you. We're at 125 now. Got 115. It's the 95. We've got an 80 coming up. $35. Hey Dave, thanks for joining this evening. Pulling into Preston. Still made it a couple of minutes earlier than predicted. Oh, Res 47 sitting in there. Night Theme Hospital. Those American wagons. They look decidedly American. Okay. Realised I can't go to the end of the platform because there's a red light halfway down the platform. Oh well. Yeah, we've got to wait 1 hour. Let's just sit here for an hour, shall we? What are we going to talk about? What railroad would you work for if you could? Anyone that will let me in front of let me at the cab of a train. Let's be honest. I think what we'll do is we'll give this until 55, and then we will just press the exit button. There we go. I knew it would do that. I think so. After about 20 seconds, it times out anyway. Right, so we finished that one. So that was Carlisle to Preston 390. Right, one more to go. So nobody then, says Fringe Starling. Thanks, Fringe Starling. Like a red light has ever stopped me before. It has.